Those of you who've been watching this channel know that I believe that coaching is such an important skill set that empowers us to work with others and help them, whether it's at work, in our community, and with our family. And in my book, A Powerful Culture Starts With You, I have a 3-model approach to working on your culture, and one of them is a coaching model entitled Drive It. I've been talking about the different steps of the Drive It model, and today I'd like to talk about the 6th out of 7 steps, which is initiate the first step. So when I'm working with my clients and let's say they determined the challenge, they dreamed about what it would be like to obtain this goal, they invited a new way of thinking, they got out of their comfort zone, they got support, and now they're at a point where they have to initiate the first step because we want a particular goal, but we don't know how to create that momentum. And when I ask questions around initiate the first step, I'll ask, what feels overwhelming about this goal? Which part of it are you stuck with? Because sometimes the overall goal has different steps that they feel energized about and they get it, and sometimes there's parts of it that just feel vague and ambiguous and they just say, I've never even done that, I don't even know, where would I start? And I'll ask questions like, what are 3 obstacles that stand between you and this goal? So it's really helping kind of deconstruct what is stopping momentum and energy and action. I had a client who wanted to initiate diversity, equity, and inclusion into her organization. And she had done some of the work in training in other jobs where she'd worked, but she hadn't done all of the parts together. And she knew it was so important. And she felt stuck because she needed more resources and she didn't know where to start. And she would say, as soon as I have these resources, I know what steps to initiate. And so we worked backwards and figured out that she needed to have conversations with other people who had a similar role in other companies. And so the first step for her was outreach and learning best practices and building relationships and offering to support them as well. Another question that I ask is, if you could break this task into 20 tiny steps, what might that be? What might that look like? So think about if you have a goal that you're working on and you're thinking, oh, this is a lot. Where do I even start? Maybe just start with a blank sheet of paper. After you've had your coffee, you have a little bit of strategic time that you've built in on a Friday, which I always encourage. Or maybe it's a weekend and you just have a little bit of free time and you're just sketching. You're just enjoying nature or just sitting outside, and to write down what might the steps look like toward this particular goal. And there's something about writing it out and feeling that we can achieve something that's really good for our nervous system, and it gives us that energy that we need to take some action and have momentum. So always remember, even if it's the tiniest of steps, it's still helping you go toward your goal. So remember that the 6th step of the Drive It model is initiate the first step. Here's to your wisdom, power, resilience, and grace.